Razorbacks.
No, they're the best team in the country right now. So
They just got killed by Northwestern. I think they're getting killed by Michigan right now.
they're not. No way. They lost to Maryland.
We're live. All right. Let me see. No, it looks good. Let me post that we're live now.
Yeah, hey, send that to me.
Send what to you?
Send me the story that you're about to put on there.
I'm just posting a picture of our computers and I'm saying we're live. Okay, got it posted. Yes. All right. What's up, guys? Thanks for getting that figured out, Jack.
Hey, Jack missed out on Olive Garden to be here. Let's give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please.
Poochie is skipping the Olive Garden. I have not been to Olive Garden in a very long time.
I would have told Austin and myself to kick rocks. I mean, I really would have.
That's not the kind of guy he is, I guess. I've seen him angry though, and yeah, what's up, Zach?
No, we have a great episode tonight. We do. We have a great episode.
We do.
Tonight,
I'm excited. Yeah. What should we start out with? Because I'm really excited to talk about Tiger playing golf today, birdieing the last 3 holes.
Well, it's up to you. I think that we can either go in that direction or we can start off with a bang with the Super Bowl. It's up to you guys.
Okay, we can start with the Super Bowl.
You guys.
No, we'll start with it because you guys owe me some due. So I want to point that out first. I need my dues.
How much due do we owe him?
We said 4 a person, so you owe me 8 dues.
No, I don't. I don't because it's by quarter. Remember? So the Eagles won the first and second quarter. So technically,
I thought we said it was the whole game. What are you talking about? Somebody go back to last.
No, you're right.
Okay,
but we did
right. Yeah.
A quarter. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I'll send Zachary Carr back there to watch the last one to see who's right. So both of you owe me due. Chiefs. They just have the best player in football. That's what it is. I'll say they have the 2 best players in football. That's what it came down to. It didn't come down to the referees. It didn't come down to that holding penalty. It's not what it was.
I really thought that you were going to say that it was.
No. The game never comes down to the refs. Ever.
I would say that, but...
No, it doesn't. If you say that one call lost them the game, then you have to say the 13 calls before that also won or lost the game. That's just not how it works. You can't just point at one call in the last minute and a half and say that's the game. That's why they lost. That's not why they lost. Hurd shouldn't have fumbled running backwards. And I mean, you just can't stop Mahomes and Kelsey. So it's not like they played bad. They just got beat by the better team. It's not the ref's fault. It's absolutely not. James Bradbury said after the game, "Yeah, I was holding. Sorry." And I will say I really respect the Eagles players. You know, after the game, you know how the reporters are. They're trying to get you to say something stupid. They're like,
Yeah.
Did you trip on the field too much because yeah, they made a big deal about that, which is actually golf course grass designed by a guy at Oklahoma State, I think. It's been like 20 years in the making. Um, so the grass was an issue. The call, and they asked all the Eagles players, "Did you lose because of the call? Were you slipping on the grass?" And they responded, "Great." They said, "That's not the reason we lost. We lost because we didn't make the plays when we needed to, and we played on the same field we did with the same refs. So it's not that's not what it was." And I respect that. You know, there's a lot of emotion flowing after something like that, and they handled it very well.
What do you think, Jack?
I agree with
Are you
Austin.
still
I'm still trying to figure this shit out. I don't know what I'm doing, but um, yeah, you gotta give props to the Eagles players. The reporters were trying to sniff out the negatives, but they just weren't having it. Um, but lo and behold, of course, the uh, the whole Juju incident on Twitter. You guys had to have seen that. You didn't see that.
Mm,
Did you see it,
did you?
Zach?
no, not quite. No, I saw a couple things on Juju, but I don't think it's the thing that you're talking about.
So Juju tweeted on Valentine's Day.
I'll hold you when it matters most. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know he's the one that originally posted that though.
Yeah, he was the original. Yeah, it was him. And
That's so
that,
funny.
yeah, that's funny, but I mean, come on, like, grow up, dude.
Yeah, no, he's always been kind of annoying, but it is funny, and I'm sure like you know Bradbury can handle it too. They're grown men. They're probably friends, and he's just poking fun at him. I don't think that's big, but it is funny. It is
Yeah,
funny.
I like that. You know what?
Yeah,
He
me
got like
too.
$1 million. I think he added to his contract because they won, and like three different scenarios where he had to check all the boxes. I think he won. He got an extra $1 million in his contract. I think they went over that. So congratulations to Juju. And
For him.
going off what Austin said, high respect for Jalen Hurts. Not only what he did on the field, but like Austin said, there was not a lot of, there's so many. Like AJ Brown did slip a couple times. Like people noticed that. A big guy goes. Like people noticed that, and also, he could have blamed it on so many things, but he just said, "I'm going to grow from this," and he is. I mean, he's been he's an inspiration, really, and no excuses. And I look forward to seeing him back in the Super Bowl.
I'll give him a lot of credit. He has become a completely different player since that 2016 national championship. When he was SEC Freshman of the Year, I mean, he couldn't throw at all.
I wouldn't say at all.
No, he was he was like a running back his freshman year. And like if you're thinking about it, I still think he missed a couple throws bad on Sunday. Like one of them definitely should have been picked off. He threw it into triple coverage trying to get it to AJ Brown for no reason. Um,
Mahomes also threw one that should have been picked off. He threw a shovel that should have been picked off. Remember?
that's a lot different. Yeah, I do remember that. And I don't I think it hit his player's hands first. But yeah, I mean it wasn't a great idea. I don't think anybody was prepared for it though, so it didn't get picked off. But um yeah, Hurts had that pass, triple team, batted down. Like I don't know why defensive backs always bat it down. Like try and catch it, you know? But then he had the long pass to Devonta Smith. If that's a good throw, that's a touchdown. That was like a 50-yarder that went out on the 3 or 4 yard line. Easily a touchdown if he makes a good throw. Um, he did help a lot with his running. He ran really well. Even with the fumble, his legs kept him in that game.
Oh yeah, set the a record in the Super Bowl. Um, I think the most rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
He also has the first quarterback to ever account for 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl and lose. So I saw that one earlier today. If a quarterback scores 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, they're 39-0, and now they're 39-1. But he played good. There were receivers also had key drops. Yeah, they did. It wasn't, it wasn't like an A plus game from both teams, but I'd say it was an A game. Like whoever won deserved to win, and I think if those teams played 10 times, it would be 5-5. I don't think there's much separating them, but when you have the best quarterback and the best playmaker,
That's what separates them.
yeah,
Patrick
because that
Mahomes.
Eagles defense is good, but they can't stop Kelsey, and Mahomes just really doesn't make a mistake. He only had 6 incompletions the whole game, and he ran well. I think he was healthier than he let on, just to maybe to try and keep them from planning on him to run. But he had a couple nice runs. He didn't look like, well, okay. I'm saying before he got re-injured,
Yeah,
he looked okay in that first quarter, but he probably overdid it.
I think the main thing to take away from that also is giving credit to that offensive line. You take from what happened in 2020 to now. Um, both of those teams, opposing teams, have great defenses. But the thing is that you know he's got better protection now. He really does, and it showed up. So I like to credit that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Because we talked about how good uh, Robert Quinn and Hassan Reddick are.
Dude, he was
Uh,
second.
okay. Yeah, but they didn't do anything to phase Mahomes at all. Like they didn't bother him. So credit to the offensive line and him doing what he does. He doesn't need a fantastic offensive line. He's never had one because he buys himself so much time in the pocket.
They had no sacks. The Eagles had no sacks in the game.
I don't even know if they touched him. I can't think of a time where they even touched him.
I tell you who was the defensive MVP if they had one is Nick Bolt. He played a crazy game. I think that if that fumble actually was a fumble, I think he would have won MVP. He would have had 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
They don't
So
think
yeah,
this-
what do you guys think about that?
Oh, I'm giving it to Nick Bolt. Oh, 100%.
Go ahead. No. I'm talking about the Sanders catch, fumble, incomplete pass.
Oh, they went over the rules well. They went over the rules well.
Yeah.
Olson actually like made them and kind of like they do that call thing or whatever. They went over the rules well and things that I not necessarily didn't know, but you have to. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say it was circumstantial, but they did say like you got to have like a certain number of steps or time or something before. I mean, it looked like a clean play when it first happened, but it was I think it was a good call. I think it was a good call.
No, it was. It's supposed to be what you have to making a football move is considered tucking and taking 2 steps, and I think he was hit on the first step. But it's such a weird call because he clearly had that ball possessed. Like he had already caught it.
Yeah, he did.
So it's I don't know. That's just always been a weird one. And then later in the game, Goddard on the sideline uh, catches it, drops it, catches it again. But I think they gave him inbounds on the first time he caught it. But if you drop it and catch it again, you have to get both feet back down.
I also want to go over the Kadarius Tony punt return. If
That was the biggest play of the game.
that was one of the
Easily.
biggest plays. Yeah, and the
That
special
was-
teams coach.
That was game over when Kadarius Tony did that.
The special teams coach was talking about expecting something big, and I think that he definitely, obviously Tony made the play, but he was studying it, and I think that That a lot of credit goes to him there, because he talked about it and it was a great play call, and he moved the guys around because once Tony got through those two guys, he actually was able to experience his blockers when he went around the other way, and it was a good it was a good call.
He is very good in the open field.
Oh yeah, you see him at Florida. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've seen those highlights all over the place now. Ever since that punt return, they show. I mean, it seems like he returned a punt for a touchdown like every game. But that to me, like I talked about it with a couple people after the game. Defense and special teams matter just as much as putting points on the board, and that's why the Chiefs won really because it's Mahomes and Kelsey that capitalize on the defense and special teams, but they don't win if well I don't know what Hurts was doing. Like he kind of just ran backwards and dropped the ball. That was weird. But if Tony doesn't take that back, there's no guarantee they drive downfield and score there.
They didn't. They put up points in the whole second half. They weren't stuck.
Yeah, I mean they dominated the second half, but Jack, who's having an issue, me or Zach?
It's definitely Zach.
Okay. I didn't, Zach. I apologize. I didn't hear a word you just said. It was
I
breaking
thought
up for me.
I thought I just froze. I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going
Yeah,
on.
me too.
Oh, am I good?
You're good now.
Yeah, you're good now.
Let's see what chat says.
What does chat say?
L. That's about right.
There's like a 3-minute delay on chat.
How is? Yeah, true. Okay, I'm seeing that now because. Okay, I see that.
Hold on.
Fix that. Yeah, everybody's giving blue shirt L's, and blue shirt's not saying that. That's YouTube's delay. That's interesting. Why would it be so long?
Because YouTube fucking sucks.
I'm watching it though, and we're not that far behind. Okay. Zach? Who's gonna win the Super Bowl next year?
See, the year before, after the Rams won, I said the Bills. I was wrong. This year, I am going to
Everybody
go.
said the Bills.
Not everybody. This year, I'm going to go with gosh almighty. Even no predictions, like even if I'm just going to, I got to kind of wing it just a little bit because Rodgers is going to go and Lamar will
We
probably.
haven't had the draft, the free agency. I'm just asking you right now, who's winning the Super Bowl?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah.
They're either going to
they've got-
go forward on more offense or they're going to build their defense up a little more.
Well,
In the
they
draft.
have 2 top 5 receivers, a top 3 quarterback.
Are we missing a
Uh,
receiver, Jack, or am I just tweaking? Did
I don't know.
Did they trade for him? I'm so sorry, chat. I try to keep up with things, but I didn't know that they traded for Justin Jefferson. Wow, that's crazy. Now that would be 2 top 5 receivers. Who are you talking about, Austin?
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
All right, Jack, put him away.
I'll let him have his moment.
I don't think T Higgins is a top 5 receiver, but I don't think the Bengals are going to be able to keep him.
Oh, you actually do think Higgins is a top 5 receiver?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he's very very good.
He is very good, and he showed up in that Bills game. He had a lot of key catches. Um, but no, he's not a top 5 receiver. We have
No,
so
he's not.
much talent to. I mean, the
But
receiver day and age is just crazy. But go
I
ahead.
don't think they can keep him because they have to pay Burrow, Chase, and Higgins all within the next 2 off seasons, and they can't do that
Why not?
because they're gonna have to pay Burrow like 40 something a year. Chase will get a top 3 contract, and Higgins will get like if you're thinking Christian Kirk is getting what 19 a year, Higgins is gonna get 20 something, and they can't pay 3 players like half of their salary cap.
Yeah, but they Jacksonville had to pay Christian Kirk that money. Like
I know, but
I'm not saying that he's not, gonna be in that price range, but I'm just saying it's ultimately up to him if he wants to be a Cincinnati Bengal. And I think Jamar Chase, obviously I'm taking Chase over Higgins, but I'm just saying I think Jamar Chase is kind of in the similar boat. He kind of we talked about this last week with Hurts, but he's gonna want his money, and so is Burrow, and I'm gonna pay him. But I also, Burrow doesn't want to sit out another year because of an ACL tear. Like you need to pay the other, 9 to 10 guys. You know what I mean? So I think that you'd be surprised how much they actually end up getting paid.
I think you will be surprised. Um, the market resets every year, and Chase next year will get like 30 million. Burrow will get 40 something, and Higgins is probably going to be around like 22 to 25. And if the Bengals don't want to pay him, he's going to go somewhere that does want to pay him. Because that's just how it is now. Like Tyreek Hill didn't.
Tyreek Hill does make 30. Tyreek Hill is the highest paid receiver, 30 million.
Right, yeah. And Chase is only like 22 or something.
Tyreek Hill is on a team where they have not paid their quarterback yet.
Well, they don't know if their
They can-
quarterback can play anymore.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I just 30 million on a team with a quarter that you have to pay the quarterback. I don't think that he's going to get 30 million. No, I don't think that he's going to. I'm not saying that he's not going to ask for 30 million, but I don't think that they'll come to terms at 30 million. But that's just me. What do you think, Jack?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him a bag, but I don't. Also said kind of like the market, it fluctuates every year. So you're saying the Bengals can't pay him that much money?
They can, but they're not going to give Burrow 45, Chase 30, and Higgins 25 because that's a great top 3. But then who else is? You can't pay anybody else, so they just can't do that.
I mean, I'm sure they'll find a way to somehow do it first before
Yeah,
letting
I
him
mean
walk.
they can.
But
Well, they would have to trade him, and if they're picking, they're going to keep Chase over Higgins. Unless
yeah,
Chase and Burrow actually don't get along and Chase is really a locker room problem, but I don't think that's the case.
yeah. There's no
So
way.
they're gonna keep Chase,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I just don't think it's smart for a team to give 70 million of their cap to 2 receivers.
Yeah.
That's a third of the team to 2 players, and in Burrow, you're at like 115. That's half. I think the cap this year is 231. It's literally half in just 3 players. So that I don't know.
Hmm.
But Zach, if they are able to keep all of them for this next season, I could definitely see the Bengals winning the Super Bowl. I think they're like the tied for the favorite, right?
Tied with who?
Yeah. I think the Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals are all tied for highest odds.
To win next year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bengals. Jack, who do you have? The Panthers.
I saw a couple of
Well, they'll be in
Panthers
the
in chat actually.
Panthers will be in the playoffs, but I don't think they'll go far.
We'll see.
They will be. Um,
We'll see.
they will be.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it's either Bills or Bengals for me. I don't see an NFC team competing with them. But if the Eagles, I don't know about the Eagles. I'll say Bills.
It's so hard to go back to back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It is hard to go back.
Like,
to
I
that.
don't think the Eagles are really going to drop off much, but it's so hard to go back to back.
Mm-hmm. Like who?
I think. What?
What teams have done it other than Brady? That Patriots team.
That's the last one, I think.
Yeah, I
That's the
don't
last.
think.
That's the last one. Yeah. That's the.
Just Brady is the only one that can do that. So.
Uh, no, the Broncos done early 90s.
Did the Seahawks not do it?
No, they didn't. They didn't run the ball. They should have.
Are you? Do you mean get back to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl, Zach?
I mean, win the Super
Because
Bowl.
I just
yeah,
mean hearing
Yeah, I
in
was
2 Super Bowls in a row
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
just being in the Super Bowl. I
Oh.
meant.
Denver did win in the late 90s. They won twice in a row. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I wasn't alive, but I do.
You remember that? Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Where were you on that game?
Did remember that actually. So yeah, they did go back to back, and yeah, then Tom did it. But the last time, yeah, two teams were in the like made it to the Super Bowl was the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah,
besides-
they killed the Broncos and then lost, right?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and then
Yeah,
Tom went 3 straight. Gosh, no, he's so good.
I mean he does it about every year, but it's so tough to pick without knowing what's going to happen with each team because pretty much every team is going to look quite different in 6 months.
Not the top though. Not the top this year, I don't think.
Well, like I think the
Unless-
Chiefs will pretty much be the exact same.
Unless Kelsey retires.
I don't
He's
think
gonna
he's
look
going to.
He's far from that.
He is, yeah. But no,
He's getting
he loves being out there way too much, and he doesn't look old.
Not at all.
He looks like a 23-year-old tight end running around there. He does not look old. I know who I want to say, but
Who do you want to say?
I want to say the Jaguars,
Oh wow.
who have right now they have the 7th highest odds to win the Super Bowl next year.
The what?
7th highest odds to win the Super Bowl next year.
What website is that?
All of them. Like CBS, Fox, and ESPN have posted it like 30 times in the last 2 days.
Wow.
And I think
You got Jack. Help me out
Trevor
here.
I was
was
reading chat.
Yeah, Trevor is also seventh highest for MVP odds next year. Um, I really want to say the Jaguars, but I'll say it's more feasible that Mahomes goes back to back. I think the Jags are still a couple years away. 2024 season is theirs. Like 24, 25.
Trevor's gonna get one before Allen.
Dude, Josh Allen, he'll never get one. He'll never make it actually, because he's not as good as Cam Newton, and Cam Newton only made it. So there's no way Josh Allen wins a Super Bowl or even makes it.
Thank you. I completely slipped my mind before I said my thing. Now I'm going Bengals now. Josh Allen doesn't have what it takes.
No, guy is a turnover machine. Guy
But he's
almost got outplayed by Skylar Thompson.
He didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Did you watch it? He turned it over like 13 times.
Trevor threw 4 interceptions, and then it's like, oh well, he still outplayed Herbert.
He did. Have you heard of Herbert? Have you heard
What
of
do you mean?
Skylar Thompson? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I watched Week 17's game as well. Did you?
Um, what
Yeah,
are you telling me? A meaningless Bills game?
No, I watched the Dolphins. I watched them in Week 17. I knew who Skylar Thompson was. Yeah, they had a whole
Yes,
thing.
I knew who he was, but you get what I'm saying. Skylar Thompson is not Justin Herbert.
Okay, well, I can name 6 other Dolphins made a huge contribution in that. And yeah, he did turn the ball over a lot. But I mean, a playoff win is a playoff win. I mean, the Ravens stuck with the Bengals with Tyler Huntley, and that's because they have a great coach and a great defense. And I think as good as Harbaugh, but they have a coach and they have a really good defense. Like veteran, they've got Christian Wilkins up front. They've got Chubb. I mean, like they had a good defense. You know, they got one of the best duos wide receiver wise. Like, I mean, look who he's throwing to. You know, I mean, it's not. I'm not saying you could put almost anyone out there. I don't, and I'm not going to say that because people are going to be like, oh, well, Tua's down. But dude, like, those guys are good. You know, and they beat the Bills.
They are good. Yeah,
they did.
I know they are. Yeah,
they almost beat them twice.
yeah. That game when it snowed, that was really fun to watch.
That was one of the best games of the year. Yeah, that was one of the best games of the year.
Okay, Bengals. Yeah, I'll say the Jags. The Jags are winning the Super Bowl this year.
You said the Bengals pooped.
That's the only other team I can think of. I mean, you want me to say Panthers or say Panthers? Like, I don't...
I'd rather not. I won't.
Nobody said the 49ers, which I'm surprised about.
I was thinking about that, but I don't know if they're going to do a quarterback.
No quarterback.
Then, see, you guys automatically went AFC. I was thinking NFC. But there's just no... I'm not saying the fucking Cowboys. That's...
Dude, don't sleep on Dak next year, man.
That's more ridiculous than saying the Panthers, I think.
I like
Let's talk about Dak next year winning the Super Bowl.
I could put some dew on it that they make it farther than the Jags.
Yeah, I mean,
or the Panthers.
Do you think Trevor Lawrence is sitting around thinking, I wish I could play Herbert, Mahomes, and Burrow in the playoffs, and Allen, compared to Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, and Geno Smith?
Okay, instead of Brock Purdy, I want you to say Kyle Shanahan, and then I'll give you an argument. Yeah, sure.
That's not the argument I'm making, though.
Jack could be a quarterback, and I think that they could win 6 games. I swear, dude. The scheme would be...
If you put me a quarterback and I'm playing Dak Prescott in the playoffs, I'm smoking that fucking dude. Are you kidding me?
You know, you win 6 games.
I beat him by 65, and I don't say shit to him after the game. I wave him off the field.
No, you win 6 games because you handed off to McCaffrey, and I think that they could win 6 games just doing...
I outplay Dak. That's how I win the game. Fuck Dak Prescott. I hope he's listening, too.
see, Dak, don't take it personally.
Dak
didn't have his
Prescott.
all-
This is
all
horse
authority,
shit.
right?
Shut up. This is.
Don't take it personally. Hey, see, I don't understand. See, it's like, oh, the Jags are gonna win. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. But Dak, we bring up Dak, and it's like, oh,
It's
really?
everybody. Everyone thinks the Cowboys are something special. They're not. They don't do anything.
I'm not saying that they're special.
Oh,
I
you
like
oh,
Dak.
but you're saying Dak's special.
I know. I think that he's.
You mentioned
I think
Dak
he's a-
every episode we've had. You know
I
that?
think that I didn't start this conversation.
Can I ask a question that I want chat to answer to, and then we'll move on? If you put Trevor on the Cowboys, are they a better team than with Dak?
No, Dak didn't throw 4 interceptions in his first play.
He threw like 20 and he only played 11 games. They would absolutely be better.
No, Dak played
Dak
so
didn't
good.
score any points against the 49ers.
I don't think Trevor is either.
You keep on bringing up these 4 interceptions. Like, what did he do after that?
Well, dang, let's look at time of possession. I mean, Herbert can't keep the ball. I blame that on
Okay.
Herbert. That's more of a Herbert. Now, he played good. I watched the game. I'm not going to take away from the second half. He turned it around. He had a great attitude. He turned it around. Good. But I also think, like Chargers, like, they fired their coach, that was an L for them. That was an L for them. That was
It was
one
an
of the
L.
worst.
That's why they didn't get to play the next week.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm trying to say, and you know that I'm wrong.
I know what you're saying. But I think you're so hung up on these 4 interceptions like it's not the guy's first playoff game. And then look at what he did to overcome that. It says more about how he was able to pick himself up and his team and
Yeah, I
rally
gave
from
him credit
down
for that.
in the
I gave him
playoffs.
credit
Yeah.
for that. I did. I 100% did. I can't take that away. That was crazy.
Dak
But
didn't
I
throw
think
4 interceptions in the playoffs, but he can never make those plays that Trevor did when they needed it. Dak will never do that.
I'll give you that, but I also think that what he did in Tampa this year was pretty good, and I think that he's also lost a lot of close playoff games. And I think that he needs to take it a step up for that. I think he does. He definitely does. If we're going to even think about them making it to the Super Bowl, he's got to step up his game. But he's in a tough spot. He is in a tough spot. Tough spot.
Is he in a tough spot?
Who? Dak
Yeah.
is in a tough spot?
Yeah, playing
Ta-
for America's team.
Dak has the best.
Playing for America's team.
Dak
Okay.
has the best job in the NFL. What are you talking about?
No, we
Odd
have
spot.
the best job in the NFL. We're 3 kids who get to talk about sports on every Thursday night. That's better than Dak's job. I mean, he gets beat up every day. He gets paid a lot more than we do.
Yeah, he makes about 40 million more than we do. So, no, I'd say his job is a little bit better.
I don't know. This is.
I
pretty
think we do our job better than he does, though.
fun. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's on time, so I don't think we've been on time one episode,
We had technical difficulties, so
which is nobody's fault.
no. Okay. Yeah, okay. Everybody in chat said the Cowboys are 10 million% better with Trevor than Dak. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's just
Blue
Jack Friend and Zachary Carr.
Take a lap,
Okay.
blue shirt. Did you guys
That's
watch
not-
Tiger play today?
It's not a chat. Sorry.
Did you guys watch Tiger play today?
Of course.
Tiger Woods is playing golf. And he's under par. Tiger the GOAT for sure.
Tiger the GOAT of all sports. I agree.
Yeah, he is.
Hashtag him. He is him. Matthew Jackson is better than Tiger Woods. All right, Zachary, you're banned.
Tiger today started off hot with a birdie. And then he struggled, but he birdied the last 3 holes. So good.
Do I
Guy's
think
just
he'll win?
unbelievable.
I mean, of course.
No, he. Well, okay. I would love for him to, but I don't think he's physically ready to do this for 4 days.
Yeah, no, he was struggling on those last
And
holes.
he's already 5 back.
Yeah,
But
Max Homa had
I think he
himself a
can make the
day.
cut. Yeah, and
I think no, he'll
so
make
did
it
Keith
to
Mitchell.
he'll make it to Sunday. I think.
Yeah.
But him walking all those 18 holes? I don't know, man.
He'll do it.
He'll do it. But it's gonna be I don't know. I don't think he'll end up like in the final group or anything, but I think he'll stick around the whole week. And you know how it is. They'll show Tiger and Nate Lashley's group before they show Rob and Homa in the final group, which is how it should be.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna win. This is just building up. Like he's just giving us a tease for April.
Fucking, I cannot wait, dude. Oh, I can't wait. Tiger Woods is winning the Masters again.
He's winning the Masters easily, like probably by 6 shots.
That's all you gotta know, man.
Ah, that is a sick sweatshirt.
Go.
Yeah.
Fuck
50
it, I'm
days for
going.
the Masters. Let's go.
I'm going.
I'd
The
like
Masters.
to go as well. I've never been, but I would like to go.
I might be an amateur. Might fuck around and find out.
You gonna play?
Maybe. I don't know. See where the wind takes me.
Do you just have to sign up, or
No, you gotta. I think you gotta go through like a. I don't know what you gotta do.
You have to be raw as shit.
Oh,
yeah, I
for
just
the-
didn't know if it was like a
Oh, I thought
Kramer
that-
Captain's Choice thing, like where you just give
no.
Chris
Well-
$50 and you get to tee off.
Well, I mentioned the
Yeah.
Kramer Cup, and I was on the winning team. And actually had a clutch putt on the last hole to seal
He
it.
did, yeah.
That won't be enough for me to play.
Gave you that.
What?
I think it was a gimme. I think you made a really good first putt, yeah. But I think the second one was close enough. It was good. And then Zach Carr missed a 4-footer.
You mean hole 16, Zach Carr?
No, they played 17. Remember?
No, I know. But do you remember 16? Because
It
Zach
was
just said
fun.
hole 11 will not be talked about, but it was hole 16.
Yeah, it was hole 16. Yeah, I think hole
Yeah.
11 he birdied. Remember, he went birdie.
Yeah, I was 2 down.
Yeah. How,
Yeah, I was
Zach
2
Carr
down
played like Rory.
going into 12.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And then I think they tied 12.
No, I won 12.
You won 12.
Mm-hmm. 13 was a
Zach,
shit
you
show.
just killed me the whole time. But me and Nick clutched up on our playoff hole. I don't know why we're talking about this.
It's always good to entertain.
It is good to entertain.
Let's talk a little bit more about Tiger. Had a great birdie on 8, stuck it close. Things got a little shoddy for him on 10 and 12, but he finished strong, and I think that is a signs for what is to come. I think that Tiger's got a huge problem, physically, and he's not the same person, age-wise and health-wise that he used to be. But if he can birdie the last 3 holes at he's played here a lot, but still, I think that it shows you that he wants to win and that he can win.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's Tiger Woods, man. He is the PGA Tour.
If he went to the PGA Tour commissioner and said, if you don't make sure everybody else shoots 10 over tomorrow so I can win, I'm never playing again, they would do it.
I don't think it's quite that like that.
It is, though. Do you know how many people are talking about golf today just because of him being 5 shots off the lead? I can guarantee you, I would not have turned on the Genesis Invitational today if Tiger wasn't playing.
That's true. That is true.
Tiger Woods
And
made the
that's true for
PGA
everybody.
Tour. You kidding me?
Yeah, he did. He did. The PGA Tour has a lot of good players like Rory and Rahm, Spieth, Justin Thomas, Schauffele. Uh, who am I missing?
Morikawa.
Morikawa. Ricky's playing good. Fleetwood. There are a lot of big names, but they're not even close to Tiger.
Tiger has more majors than them combined, right? Probably.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Easily. I don't think Ricky.
Ricky still doesn't have one.
I
He's
want-
finished second in every single one. But
Yeah, I want him to get one this year.
he's playing well. Have you guys seen the change to his swing?
Yeah, Butch is doing a good job.
Yeah, I mean he used to swing like Brendan on his backswing and Harrison, but now he looks like Murr out there, which is dangerous for the rest of the PGA Tour.
I don't think
Yeah,
people know what that means.
So Harrison, when he's hitting his driver, right? This is his club. He takes it like back this way, which has got to be pretty physically demanding. And Ricky used to do that, but now Ricky's up here in a good
I
spot.
don't think Ricky used to go that flat, but he was a little flat.
He was pretty flat.
Oh gosh. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Ricky pretty hard.
Yeah, me too. I'm rooting for Tiger though. Tiger only,
Have to.
and he's gonna win the Masters.
His best chance, but I think that he could. I don't know. I think his second option would be the U.S. Open, unless
He'll probably
they're-
just win all of them.
Nah,
That's what I was thinking.
Masters is his best chance, but I think that he could. I don't know why the U.S. Open, just because it's more suited towards his game. I guess that's just my opinion.
Yeah, he might as well just win all of them. I don't see anybody stopping him, so. All right, okay, well, okay. Let's give major predictions now.
Let's give major predictions.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay.
Masters is first.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll start with Jack or you first, please.
For the Masters?
Give a Tiger pick and then give like another pick.
Okay, well, for every major, I think Tiger. But for the Masters, I think Rory does it this year. I think he gets the Grand Slam.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think this year is finally his year.
Henry, the U.S. Open's at L.A. Country Club, which my friend got to play recently, and he said it is unbelievable. So I think we're gonna have a course vlog episode the week of the U.S. Open, walking around playing Tiger's practice round with him.
I think Harold wins the Masters. No, I'm just kidding. I love Harold, but yeah, holy, that's just
That would be really cool, though.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
I think Tiger's gonna win the Masters, but if he were unable to finish it off, probably Rahm, because he's almost unstoppable. When he doesn't win, he just finishes in second. So I think he's got the best chance. But I also, he plays a different style of golf. Like the Masters, everybody who wins the Masters is just really, really good with their short game. And I'm not saying Rahm's not really good.
I was about to say that's his strong suit. No,
I think it's
one of them.
Well, yeah, he's definitely not a bad short game player, but it's not like Phil or Spieth or Tiger where you put them anywhere and they're probably going to get up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But Rahm also just hits it to 3 feet every time from 220 yards and in. So maybe it's not an issue. I don't know. How did he do last year in the Masters?
Um,
Who won last year? Oh, Scheffler.
Scheffler.
Oh God.
Scheffler could win again.
Who? Yeah. Who was the leaderboard? Was it?
Rory finished
So,
second. Morikawa was up as well.
And Shane Lowry and Cam Smith finished tied third. But Rahm was going into the last day 2 shots off and shot 76. No, never mind. I read that wrong. He shot 3 under the last day and finished 4 over. So he was 18 shots off the lead. Okay, my bad. I misread that. But I think he can do it this year. Harold finished tied 23rd at the Masters last year. Yeah, Zalatoris. I could definitely see Zalatoris playing well.
That was my pick. I'm picking Zalatoris for the Masters.
Okay. Yeah, I like that guy.
Worker. He's just destined to win a major.
Yeah, he's good. Let me see. Let's go on to the next one. So that they changed the schedule around. Yeah, so then it's the US Open after. US Open at LA Country Club. Tight fairways, really thick rough. Who's gonna win that?
For the PGA. No, the PGA's next.
No, the PGA. Oh, you're right. My bad. Yeah, PGA's in May at Oak Hill.
Yeah.
Oak Hill. They played there not that long ago in the US Open, right?
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, I'm wrong. I'm thinking about Aaron Hills. Okay.
It's
Who's gonna win? Yeah. I just can't remember what I'm thinking of. Who do you think's gonna win the PGA?
Me or Jack?
Either of you. Whoever wants to answer first.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with I think it's gonna be John Rahm wins the PGA. He's a good bet. He's an easier bet. I think he's playing good enough right now to win 2 majors.
Yeah, he is really good. Has he won one yet?
Yeah, he won the US Open last year.
Did he? Okay.
No, the year before. Sorry, the last. I remember COVID at the week before or something like that, and he was like up by like
Yeah. Like 8 shots or
8,
something.
and then he won the US Open like a week or 2 later. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you battle back right there.
Yeah, that was crazy that they didn't let him just play by himself. Yeah, he won at Torrey Pines. Okay. I think that Ricky will win the PGA.
That was my guess.
I feel like I feel like if he's gonna win one, it's got to be the PGA.
I think so too. If he is going to win one, but I don't know.
He could also win the Masters because he always plays well there.
Yeah, but Scheffler and Rahm have already. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they've already won this year. Morikawa should have won this year.
Yeah, I
think that
mean Scheffler and Rahm are right now by far the two best, and then Rory.
well, Rory. Yeah, Rory won at Dubai already.
Yeah, he did. He didn't play very well this past weekend at the Waste Management, but he's still, he's fine.
Oh yeah, I mean, crazy.
Jack, are you sticking with Ricky? Are we both going to go Ricky for the PGA? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the U.S. Open. That's the one at LA Country Club in June. I'm gonna go. Tony Finau
At the
wins
U.S.
the
Open.
U.S. Open. Yeah. Yeah. He's good. And he's number 13 in the world right now.
We're
Yeah, he's
excluding
playing well.
Tiger from this, right?
Yeah, because I'm going to pick Tiger to win every one, but I'm not actually picking Tiger to win every one.
Okay. Just making sure. Which one did you say? The U.S. Open?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
U.S. Open.
What about Keegan Bradley?
Fuck no.
He's playing good.
Yeah, but
He
like,
shot
I
4
think
over today.
Xander might get one this year.
I thought that too. I
Yeah,
think
he definitely could.
Yeah, he
Because I think an
definitely.
American's going to win the U.S. Open.
That's a good one for him to win too.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Rahm at the U.S. Open.
Oh, so he's going back to back.
In the yeah, like this year, he's gonna win the PGA and the U.S. Open. Yeah, Matthew Fitzpatrick won last year, U.S. Open.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Mito doubled the last hole. Yeah, I remember that. Felt bad for that guy. What about the British Open?
Oh, Rory has already won there. Rory's gonna do it again. Rory is gonna do it again.
Where is the British Open?
Royal Liverpool.
Oh God! So that's going to be some. Yes,
Rory's gonna take.
it's going to be Fleetwood or Fitzpatrick, Rory. Not Ian Poulter though, because he's just dog shit.
I can't stand that guy.
Tiger almost won before he won the Masters. He almost won at Carnoustie. I mean, it just.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He almost beat Molinari. Yeah.
Remember when Molinari was so good and then he hit it in the water on 12 at Augusta and you've just never heard of him since?
They all did.
Yeah, they all did except Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because Tiger's a god.
Because he just knows hit it in the middle of the green.
Yeah, middle of the green and 2 putt.
Like, remember when Spieth did that? I'm surprised Spieth came back from that. That ruined him for a couple years.
What do you mean come back? He hasn't won a major since.
He's still won 3. I'm saying when he collapsed at 12, everybody after that, he played so bad for a long time.
He did the swing change thing because his wrist. He didn't get the surgery on his wrist. That's what I've heard.
Well, he also got married, I think, which didn't help.
Well, Yeah, but like, okay, what are these guys supposed to do? Just not get married? I think
No, I
Rory.
know, but if you look at what happened to Rory when he got married and had a kid, and Ricky when he
Yeah,
got married fell
I
off the
agree.
face of the earth. Yeah, it's
I
just like they
agree.
just get other priorities. So
I mean, hey, that's their life. I'm not gonna tell them, what to do, but I just
I'm not.
I don't know. It's kind of like what you were saying with Hurts and with Trevor. It's like, okay, yeah, the ref made a call. Like Jordan, got married. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just part of the game. It's part of the game of life. It
Yeah, it
is. It
is.
is.
It is. It's part of the game of life. I don't know about comparing it to a flag thrown with 90 seconds left in the Super Bowl, but
It's an event that caused, it's a circumstance that you can sit there and say, oh well, you know what, I got married, or I can go play golf as my job.
Marriage is a circumstance.
It's an event.
it is an event.
I
Like
But
a
that, but
flag.
they can't blame marriage like they can blame the flag because that's not going to go over well when they get home, you know?
They weren't blaming the flag.
I know, but I'm saying like Spieth goes to the press conference after he has a bad tournament and he's like, dude, I should have gotten married. I started
Yeah,
playing
I got
so
married,
bad
had a
then.
stupid fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like, no.
uh,
So who did y'all say for the
uh,
British Open?
the British Open, you said, Jack, you said Fleetwood?
It's gonna be someone like Rory, um, Fleetwood, Fitzpatrick, even Shane Lowry, like someone from overseas, someone from Europe. I
Yeah,
just don't
that
know
one's
who.
different than St. Andrews. Like St. Andrews, you can kind of just hit it anywhere.
Yeah.
And last time they played there, it wasn't like windy or anything. Isn't that where it was last year? And they tore it up the last day. Cameron Smith and Rory,
Yeah.
they like birdied every hole. Yeah. Um, I think for the British Open, Cantlay.
Hmm.
I like him. He's one of my favorites. I like him. I like how he's so subdued. He's just out there playing golf. Like he doesn't want the attention. He's just out there to play golf, and he plays really good golf too. He's fifth in the world right now. He's gonna win the British Open.
Who is?
Patrick Cantlay.
Oh yeah, dude, he's such a good player.
He's really good. Yeah, I like him.
I have a lot of names running through my head for this.
Yeah, like the more I look at this list, I'm seeing a lot that could happen. Sleeper pick, uh, Alex Noren. He plays really well in the link style golf. Is he from Norway? He is Sweden. Okay. Yeah, I could see him wanting to.
Tyrell
What about?
Hatton. Oh God.
Yeah, he could win. Yeah.
Justin Rose.
Did you guys hear? So Justin Rose won a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. The Cobra rep came in and talked to us today, and Justin Rose decided he wanted a set built for him on Tuesday. He got the set Wednesday and figured out his yardages, and then went and played and won. That's pretty crazy. Like that's different with a driver, right? You're just trying to hit it far down the fairway. But with irons, you got to know how far they go, how much spin they have. And he just got his irons a day before, and he never played them before, and he won. So that's pretty cool. And he has his old putter in the bag. That's the only putter he's won with in the past 3 years. So yeah, he could win.
He's playing well.
You know what? I'll go with Tyrell Hatton. Bucket.
I just don't like him. He's so annoying. He is good though. He just needs to learn to control himself. You know, he's like screaming at himself, throwing his putter on the green.
It's content though.
It is content, yeah. Is he? Well, yeah. You know, golf. It is the entertainment business. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we went through that. I guess we've been going on for a while. We missed a big topic we were gonna do, but we're not gonna, do this all night. We'll save it for next week, and it'll be even bigger next week too. So, we'll save that for next week, and then I guess we'll leave it up to chat to give us any last questions for the night. Good episode. I know not all of you love golf, but when Tiger's playing, you got to talk about it. So, but yeah, thanks for listening. If you guys don't have anything, then we will catch you next week. We're only doing one episode a week right now because we're all. Yeah, it is. We're all busy. We have work and school, and we're trying to do this as much as possible. But there's just not much going on right now in the sports world. It'll pick up in about a month or so. Like NBA gets closer to the postseason, baseball gets started, the golf majors, the draft in April. It'll pick up a lot in the next couple months. But right now we're just kind of in a dead period. So any ideas, let us know. We'll talk about it. If you want us to talk about Hogwarts Legacy next week,
all over that.
Let us know. Yeah.
All over that.
I might stream it all night actually, if you guys want. But yeah, if you guys want to say your goodbyes to the chat, to the fans. Good support tonight. First YouTube stream.
It'll be better in episodes to come. Because this is really hard to figure it out.
But we got it. And yeah, I guess we will see you next Thursday with a big college basketball episode. Because we'll have the conference tournament set then too. So yeah, that'll be big next week for sure.